What's going on, everybody? Lots to get into. I am back from BravoCon. I am recovering. We have a burglary in Beverly Hills, multiple burglaries. We have Baldoni, who was apparently caught on a hot mic, and now people are saying, "Oh my God, this is going to prove Blake's case." And we have so much tea to come out of BravoCon. Lots to get into. I hope you're ready for it. Let's dive in. This is No Filter with Zack Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, serve fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. Hi guys, welcome on in. Oof, I am in recovery mode right now. Fresh from Vegas, tired, I think a little sick. Oh, what a weekend. What a time. What a trip. I literally woke up first thing Friday morning. I was up at 3 a.m. I normally am up like at 4:30. I was up at 3 a.m. to make sure I got the dog situated before I had to head to the airport. Immediately, got fully ready, hopped on a plane, flew right into Vegas, walked right off the plane, dropped my bags, went straight to BravoCon, had a full day. What what a night. It was truly wild, wild, wild. Went to Heather McDonald's show on Friday night, which was so fun. Then Saturday had a full New Kids on the Block day. Got to see Jenny and Donnie and go to the concert and ran into some housewives. And there's so much that went down. So I'm going to be taping, me and Giorgio says are going to be taping a new bonus episode for No Filter All Access. So if you want the full recap of my weekend in Vegas, BravoCon, running into Up and Adam, because Up and Adam came face to face for the first time since our infamous night at the Bourbon Room, where security had to separate us. We came face to face again. I ran into Josh from Louisiana, Josh Roberts, Sutton's old assistant before Avi. Remember the cutie before Avi came in? Obviously, he and I have a history. So it was really crazy running into him. I did not know he was going to be there. Everything about the New Kids on the Block, behind the scenes, running into housewives and Bravo Lebs there, getting shaded. Heather McDonald's show, the after party with Kyle Cook and Schwartz, Creator Con, which shout out to the Bravo docket. I really love how every Bravo Con, they always make an intention to try and foster connections amongst different content creators. So much love and a big shout out to the Bravo docket for putting Creator Con together. That was really fun to come and see other creators. I wish I would have been able to stay longer. People were doing karaoke. I was even in the mood to maybe have done some karaoke. I was kind of ready for it. But yeah, lots to get into, and I will recap all of it for you on No Filter All Access. So stay tuned for a bonus episode that'll be dropping very soon. I'm going to record it after this, so you'll have it today for sure. Also, I'm going to be on Billy Bush's podcast today at 2 p.m. Pacific. So 2, 3, 4, 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific, 5 Eastern. So get ready for that. I'll be on Billy Bush today. We're going to talk all about the latest on Blake and Baldoni. And some of the Blake and Baldoni stuff we'll get into today as well. Enrique's asking, do you know if Zack's tour documentary is available? I was looking for it, but couldn't find it. It is not available yet. As of right now, my goal was to have it in time for you guys to watch for the holidays, but it might actually be coming right after the new year. But it's in the final final phase of editing. Your voice sounds like you smoke cigarettes with Dorit. I feel like I was smoking cigarettes with Dorit all weekend. My voice is rough. I lost it at one point. I lost my voice. What a time. But like I said, when I got there Friday, I woke up at 3 a.m. to make sure I finished packing and got the dogs out for a walk and fed them and had their morning situated before I had to leave to the airport. And then immediately landed and was nonstop until after Heather's show. And even then we went to Hakkasan afterwards. And so I was up for a straight 23 hours. No naps, no rest, nothing. Just up and awake, living off of vodka and Red Bull for 23 hours straight. Then I went to bed. It was 1:32 in the morning. And then my body naturally woke up at 6:30. So I got 4 hours of sleep and then was okay, I didn't think I was going to be able to hang on Saturday. And then I was at one point, I'm going to have to take a nap or rest somewhere. And there was no time to rest on Saturday. So I was go all of Saturday. Not a whole lot of food, tons of drinking, just a wild time. And then Saturday ended. That was maybe, I think I went to bed like at 1 on Saturday after the New Kids on the Block after party with Johnny. Which I didn't even stay at that long. Like I stayed and I had like one drink and then I was like, I gotta get out of here. Like I'm sorry. Like I can't. What a time. And then yeah, woke up like violently sick on Sunday morning, and just like vomiting and just like pounding head. It was atrocious, 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 atrocious. But you'll get all of the details at Who Got Laid at BravoCon. Why do you guys think I got laid? What makes you think I got laid? I had a great time. Who do you think I got laid with? I mean, listen, there were so many options. You'll get all the details on No Filter All Access. Okay. Uh, Kay Ann says, poor Zack, baby sounds sick, but doesn't it sound sexy? I love the rasp. Oh, so raspy. You're I'm exhausted. Raquel says, oh my God, my take right now with Blake is that she was crushing on Justin and he was not interested and she took it personally. She couldn't handle it. And then Ryan Reynolds noticed that she had it to cover up the SH claims. I mean, yeah, I think that's kind of been all of our theories. All of our theories. Susie says John Hill. John Hill. What would make you think that John? First of all, John and I did not hook up and would not hook up. He taped an episode of Disaster Daters in season 1, and we didn't really like hit it off all that well. So no, John Hill and I definitely did not hook up. Thank you to the mods. Thank you, Laura, and thank you, Christina. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Guys, give them some love in the live chat. Happy birthday to your friend Shannon. The photo collage of her was so great. Thank you. I've known her for 13 years. It was so fun to get to see her. I loved seeing Donna at Dylan's bar mitzvah over the weekend. I was sad I couldn't make that, but she looked so gorgeous. Like Donna just looked like a smoke machine. I was just like, oh my, she looks so like just like hot, and like her hair and her skin and her outfit and the party looked so fun. It was a good time. Yes, Christina says, please hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button, guys. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit that like button. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Hit the subscribe button too if you like all of the tea. So we'll get into the Bravo stuff. We'll get into the Baldoni stuff as well, because there's so much to dive into. But that's my brief little Bravo recap. I'll give you all of the details because like I ran into some of the housewives at New Kids on the Block. I didn't know any of them were going to be there. It was quite the time. But yeah, like I said, Adam and I ran into each other, and it wasn't even planned. Like we literally ran into each other, and yeah, what a weekend. But also breaking news to come out from BravoCon: Kathy Hilton, her home and Sutton Stracke's home was apparently burglarized on Saturday while they were in Vegas at BravoCon. Apparently, Sutton's dog walker, this is according to TMZ, Sutton's dog walker found her, I believe it was her kitchen window that was broken. And so it appears somebody had broken into her home during the day. Forgive me, guys, my nose is runny. But so her dog walker found a broken window, uncertain if anything was stolen, but police came, they did a police report. She didn't really seem bothered because that actually, surprise, surprise, that Saturday I ran into Sutton at the New Kids on the Block concert. I mean, I hope everything's fine. Everybody seems fine. It doesn't seem like anything super of high value was missing, at least from what's been reported so far. But what's crazier is Kathy Hilton. Her house was reportedly broken into that night, Saturday night. And apparently it was reported that 3 burglars broke into her home. Rick Hilton was home at the time. Cops were called. He reported it. Uncertain what items may have been stolen, but there were 3 burglars, according to Rick, when he called 911. So luckily everybody's safe. It's uncertain what was stolen at the time. Kind of a headache as well. Both Kathy and Sutton were at BravoCon on Sunday. So, you know, even despite the drama, they were able to still get through the rest of the weekend. And luckily everything for the most part was good. So what a time. What a time. I need the tea. What tea do you want? And Blake with the cold sore on her lip. Yeah. Zack, you and Donna have some crazy lady on Reddit absolutely obsessed with both of you. I have screenshots. What is she saying about us? What now, Emily? What is the crazy lady saying about me? Please let me know. I would love to know what the crazy lady has to say about me. Kay says, I cried laughing because I thought it was such a blow to Blake's ego. Danny says, the world felt like it was healing seeing a picture of you and Josh. I mean, there's a lot to that. I'll get into that on members only. Do you have a vapor inhaler? It helps with congested nose. No, and I don't think that all of the smoke in Vegas, like all the cigarette smoke, was helpful at all. Joy says, I live alone. I have cameras all over. I don't believe that people are getting robbed. How don't they have security or live in help? Sounds like Dorit to me. No, I mean, come on. You really think Sutton and Kathy Hilton both organized a burglary? No, it just sounds like they saw that they were going to be out of town. Here's the thing that people don't realize, Joy, is even though people like you and I, people like you and I live in an apartment and it's like secured with like security and cameras, like not just in my place, but like cameras all over. So like for me, it's a little different. And I live on like a floor. You need like a key to get in the door, a key to get in the elevator. Like it's a little different. But like when you have a house, what a lot of these wealthy people do is they have cameras, but a lot of the time they don't save the camera footage or they have the cameras kind of just as a show. They don't put on their alarm. Like remember Paris Hilton was like notorious for having an alarm system, but never setting it and always just kind of leaving the door unlocked because people were constantly in and out of the house. So, I mean, it's actually really not that shocking, to be honest. It really is not that shocking that stuff like this happens. Um, so yeah, I'm not really surprised. But dun dun dun. On that note, I did want to take a moment to shout out this week's sponsors. Say what? Our first sponsor is Upside. Listen, the holidays are meant for giving, but that doesn't mean you can't get a little something back too. Between road trips and seeing family, hosting holiday dinners, and the countless grocery runs and gas runs this season can definitely put a strain on your wallet. The free Upside app gets you cash back on essentials like gas, groceries, and dining, and they have over 100,000 different gas stations, grocery stores, and restaurants on the Upside app, ensuring that cash back is always just around the corner. And yes, it really is cash back, right? It's none of those confusing rewards or points or credits that you don't really know how to use, or they're kind of like, the system is a little hard to navigate. This is actual cash, actual money that you can transfer straight from your bank account or straight from your account and into your bank account, right? You can claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside, then pay as the usual with, like you do with the debit card or with the credit card. You just follow the steps in the app and then you get paid. People can earn 3 times more cash with Upside than any other product. $1 million in cash has already been earned by its users each week. Listen, this is something that I appreciate because I spend a lot. So I like to get cash back on the things that listen, between me and the 2 dogs constantly making grocery runs, I love going to eat out at a good restaurant. I've already seen some of my favorite restaurants in the app already. So I definitely recommend checking out Upside because for me, it's like it fits into my life and I'm pretty sure it'll fit into yours too. Because if you're like me, then I'm pretty sure we both like rewards and we both probably spend a little much throughout the week. Am I right? Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. To find out how much you could earn, download the free Upside app and use promo code NOFILTER to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's an extra 25 cents off back for every gallon on your first tank of gas using the promo code NOFILTER. Get it. Also, shout out and love to my pals at Soul. Soul. When the holiday season rolls around, it feels like there's a party every weekend, right? We're now in that between Thanksgiving and Christmas and Hanukkah. All of the sugary drinks add up. This season, I'm going to be reaching for Soul's out of office gummies instead, which is the same vibe, but low in calories and zero hangover. Trust me, after Vegas, I'm like, I need to take a break from all of the cocktails and maybe invest more in some out of office gummies. You know I love my out of office gummies. Cold nights, cozy blankets, and Soul's out of office gummies. That's going to be my holiday nighttime routine, especially with the stress of the holidays. Soul is a wellness brand that believes feeling good should be fun and easy. Soul specializes in delicious hemp-derived THC and CBD products designed to boost your mood and help you unwind. Their best-selling out-of-office gummies were designed to provide a mild, relaxing buzz, boost your mood, and enhance creativity and relaxation. With 5 different strains, you can tailor your dose to fit your vibe. From a gentle 1.5 milligram microdose to their newest 15 milligram gummy for a more elevated experience. I know some of you like to get elevated. So give it a try right now. And even better, okay? This is where it gets really good. Take advantage of Soul's Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal right now for a limited time. Get 40% off your entire order. Let me repeat that for you. 40% off your entire order. Go to GetSoul, that's SOUL, getsoul.com and use the code NOFILTER. That's getsoul.com, promo code NOFILTER for 40% off. Don't miss their best deal of the year. Okay. Let's see here. Sierra, this beat is automatic, supersonics, hypnotic, funky, fresh. Work my body, stole melodic just because I throw my chest. Whew. Dot Bo says Zach was looking like a snack in his pics on Instagram. Thank you. I was like trying to keep it cute. I wanted to like be, I wanted to look good. Look good. Wait, who is saying? Oh, Emily says that on Reddit, all sorts of crap, basically defaming you both. When it came to your defense and said how much I love you, I was accused of being a spy and permanently blocked. What Reddit thread were they saying this on? Oh my god, it's so annoying. I don't, but like, what were they actually saying that was like defamatory? Like, what allegations could they possibly throw in about me? And what they were paid by Camp Baldoni? Ugh. As Kristen Doty said, suck a dick. Ashley says, I love how you boys have your little signature poses for the photos. Oh, yes, we do. You can see all those photos on the Instagram. Here, actually, let's pull up a couple of them so you can see our fun adventures in Vegas, because we did have a really good time. I'm not gonna lie. Look at this is the three of us. Look, I was trying to, Stu was like, I'm going for a monochrome look. And I was like, oh, I kind of like love to go for a monochrome look too. I guess my look wasn't very monochrome, even though it was like navy blue on navy blue with the navy blue Gucci belt. The white sneakers, I guess, broke that up. But I did kind of love how we each kind of like, I was wearing all navy. Stu had his burgundy. Giorgio had his all black. Like each of our style, like it all kind of worked together, but like it was each unique to each of our individual styles, which I thought was really fun. So, ooh, Little Miss Sunshine said Zach is a whole meal. Thank you guys. Zach snack pack. You guys are funny. But like we had the best time. Like we had so much fun. Here's my friend Shannon. It was her birthday, so we celebrated in Vegas for her birthday. There's Jamie King. Can I just say I'm obsessed with Jamie King. This is Jamie. She's Jamie Rice. Her Instagram though is Jamie on Air. Obsessed. Like when I tell you her skin, her hair, her makeup, her outfits, like everything about Jamie is literal perfection. I met her at Stu's birthday dinner a few weeks ago, and then we hung out at BravoCon. I'm literally obsessed. Like just everything about this woman is perfection. There's me and Shannon. There's the BravoCon stage. Oh my god, here's me and Josh. What a time, you guys. What a time. Me, Emily, and Adam. Like, what a time. This is us at Heather's show. There's me and Jacques. Jacques was there. This was at MGM, right? MGM Grand, where Heather was performing, which was so fun. We had the best time. This is us at the after party. Stu was dancing because they were playing Taylor Swift. And Stu loves him some Taylor Swift. He made us leave early, though. We'll get into that on members only. Just totally fun time. Me and the wax figure of Andy Cohen. Just what a good time. Here's us at New Kids on the Block. This is backstage in Johnny's green room. So much fun. This is us at Creator Con. There's me and Giorgio, Jamie, Stu. That was a good time. We had martinis. We were shopping. Got to see Jenny. Love Jenny. Me and Shannon partying at the New Kids Clubhouse. It was just such a good time. So, yeah. The best. I loved seeing you and Donnie. I love Donnie. I love how many times Stu was brought up to Jeff on his panels. I heard it was quite a bit. I also heard a rumor or heard that Jeff said something about Matt Rogers. I hope Stu doesn't get mad at me for saying this. Because I just heard it. Somebody just texted me about it. And they were like, wait, is it true that Stu tipped off the Daily Mail about him hooking up with Matt Rogers? Because I feel like Stu talked about this on Disaster Data, so I don't feel like I'm revealing any like exclusive or different tea, but I can say with 100% certainty because Jeff, I think, went on the radio, or someone told me this is secondhand knowledge information that was given to me. Okay, but someone said that Jeff said or speculated that Jeff or that Stu was the one that leaked to the Daily Mail that he and Matt Rogers were hooking up. I can say with full certainty, Stu did not leak that to the Daily Mail. And I know this because I was the one. Yes, he talked about Matt and refusing to do the panel with him. Yes, he did refuse to do the panel with Matt. I guess because he said that Matt broke bro code or something like that. But just I need to defend Stu in this because this is one thing I can confidently say as a fact. Stu did not tip that off to the Daily Mail. Okay. And I know this as a fact. Let Reddit pick this up. I doubt they will because it's something nice about Stu and they would say anything negative about me, Stu, and Donna. Any chance they can post something mean or negative on Reddit, but if there's any truth, they don't post that shit on Reddit. But here's the truth about the Matt Rogers story. I know the reporter that wrote that story, okay? And so the reporter came to me and said, "Hey, is it true that Stu and Matt Rogers are hooking up?" And I was like, "What?" And then I text Stu and I was like, "You're hooking up with Matt Rogers?" And then Stu was like, "LOL, what do you mean?" Or "How did you find out?" Or something to that effect. And I was like, "Oh, so you did hook up with Matt Rogers." And then that Daily Mail reporter wanted me to connect him with Stu because I guess they didn't know each other at that point, and I was friends with both of them. So I gave him Stu's contact info and like connected them so that. But at the I have kind of put the pieces together, and I know who did leak it to the Daily Mail, and it wasn't Stu and it wasn't Matt Rogers. Neither of them leaked it. Someone else leaked the info. Someone else, I believe, saw them out in like West Hollywood and ended up tipping off that reporter at the Daily Mail. And then the reporter wanted to confirm that and then text me. I didn't know if it was true. So I wasn't one of those sources, which is then why I text Stu. And then I put the two of them in contact, or at least I gave the reporter Stu's contact info to reach out to Stu. And then Stu reached out to me and he's like, "The reporter just emailed me. What do I do? What do I say?" And I told him, "Listen, you can do one of two things. Don't say anything on the record. You would either completely ignore it and let it go away on its own, or if you want to say something and you want to get ahead of the story, what a lot of people do in these cases is they talk to the reporters off the record or they talk to the reporters on background." Okay. Those are the two terms that they use, on background or off the record. So that basically, whatever information they give these reporters, the reporter can use that information and say they have an exclusive source, but they don't necessarily have to attribute who that source is. And so a lot of celebs or a lot of people will give that information off the record or on background, so that they get that information out there. Then the reporter can trust, like, "Oh my God, this is coming directly from the horse's mouth. So I know that the story is true," but they don't want it to look like it's coming from them directly. So there's an exclusive source, right? And so I told Stu, I said, "If you do say anything or you do respond, just tell them it's on background or just tell them it's off the record. But that's only if there's a narrative that you want to put out there so that you stay in control of the narrative as the story goes out." And ultimately, Stu didn't respond to the email. And both the reporter and Stu have confirmed that to me, that Stu never responded to the email from the reporter. The story went live. It was out there. It didn't get a whole ton of traction after that. But Stu definitely did not leak that to the Daily Mail. I know that, and I can say that as fact because I'm the one that gave the reporter Stu's contact information. Emily said that's exactly what it was. "You're getting paid for spreading lies. Your sources are fake. You steal content so much. You have been demonetized." I haven't stolen content. I've never stolen anybody's content. If that's what they're saying about me on Reddit. I don't get paid to spread lies. I don't know who's paying me other than my sponsors, or the brands that I work with, but I don't get paid by any housewives or celebs or Baldoni. I don't get paid for any of that. My sources are 100% real. I feel like I verified them time and time again. I don't steal content. And I believe if you're watching this podcast episode right now or this YouTube, you heard the ads that I just read. I'm sure there were some, ads that popped up on YouTube. So I clearly haven't been demonetized. So, and I also don't know how you get demonetized by stealing content from other creators. That's not really how that works, but that's cute. Um, so yeah, put that shit on Reddit because I will defend Stu. I just don't like when people lie. Hey, Zack haters, you can leave. Please hear. You can leave. we went at it because I adore you. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate you guys don't need to defend me, but I do appreciate when you Jeff was so rude at the panels. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about we'll get into the Baldoni stuff in just a sec, but I do want to talk about this Madison LaCroix versus Cy from Real Housewives of New York. So I guess who was it? Madison. So Madison was asked on one of the BravoCon panels who the meanest or something. Cy came up at the panel and Madison said that Cy was one of the meanest girls that she's ever met at BravoCon. And Cy then responded, wait, I think I have the tweets for you. Cy then responded something like shady. Because Madison LaCroix from Southern Charm called her, said she's the meanest girl I've ever met. And then Cy commented, and this is from Bravo by Brett. He shared the screenshot. And Cy said, you must have me confused. Not all brown people look alike. I've never met her before. Okay. Brown person here, Hispanic. Okay. I don't like when people throw this card unless you're using it like sarcastically, which I will do from time to time. I don't think people genuinely are trying to lump all brown people together or whatever, but this kind of blows up in Cy's face because she says not all brown people look alike, right? Well, because she's saying she's never met Madison, and Madison's like, I've met her and she was awful. And so people are like, ooh, burn. Well, then I believe it was Gabbing with Gibson shared this on his Threads account, and then someone responded, this account, Lyric Always. She responded to Gibson and she said, why does Cy have to make it all about race? Cy, when you clearly have met her, since your reply is so unhinged, I'm thinking she did think you were a crappy person. If Cy ate, it was her swallowing herself up here because she is sat right next to Madison. And then she shares this photo of Cy and Madison on a panel together. So Cy and Madison, this was, I believe, was this BravoCon 2023? Or was it the one before? I don't remember which BravoCon this was, but it shows that Madison and Cy were seated next to each other on a panel together at BravoCon. So to me, it kind of sounds like Cy is the one that gets all white people confused. If she wants to throw that card out there that Madison gets brown people, confused, then it's actually the opposite. You were seated right next to her, and it's clear that you just get all white people confused, which I think doesn't really prove your argument and shows that you are a fucking mean girl. Like, if anything, that's exactly what this shows. But then it goes a step further because then this is a screenshot shared by Taste of Reality because Madison posted on her story and she shared point proven that she did meet Cy and that Cy is a mean girl, right? Well, then I think she tagged Cy or someone sent, or she did tag Cy. She tagged Cy directly. And so Cy responded to her in her DMs. And so Cy writes to Madison, listen, girl, leave me alone. I don't know you. And I don't remember sitting next to you 2 years ago. And then Madison responded, well, you remember now, bitch. And then Cy responded, I still couldn't pick you out of a lineup. You're extremely unmemorable. I don't get how that's okay. For Cy to be like, I don't remember you, you're unmemorable. But then Cy's original response to her was like, don't get brown people mixed up. Okay, brown person here, sit the fuck down, okay? Like, truly, it's so annoying when people try to throw that card out there because then, of course, a lot of people jump on that and they're like, ooh, look at, oh my God, Madison's racist. And they spin that narrative out there. And Cy knows what she's doing by putting that narrative out there when it proves her own point. And then she's like, I still don't remember you. Like, you look like a fool. You truly look like and I actually liked Cy on Real Housewives of New York. I know I've trashed the show and I will stand trashing the show, but I always said that the three strongest on that show, number one is Erin. I think Erin is the strongest housewife on the Roni reboot. And then after that, I said it was Cy and Jessel, right? I think those are the three memorable. And the funny thing is, those are the three that ended up being the ones that I believe are currently in talks or negotiations to come back for the next season of the Roni reboot. So sorry, Cy, but your whole, clap back at Madison didn't really land. And also, was Cy even at BravoCon? I don't even think she was there. I know Erin was there. Was Jessel there? I don't know. But it's interesting. Lori says, I'm so sick of people using that word. Yeah, I've said that forever. It makes you lose the true meaning of it. And it's so disappointing that people would rather have a one up by trying to get you canceled rather than, using those words appropriately, because there's real weight to those words. And when you use them so flippantly, you dilute it, and it ruins the whole fucking thing. Little Miss Sunshine says, if someone called me rude, my first reaction would be to apologize or be like, whoa, what? Was I rude? Like, it's to have a sense of self-reflection. Like, was I rude? Did I say something? What happened? Did I meet? I don't ever remember meeting this person. Where did I meet this person? Like, I would immediately be like, wait. I would text my team. I would be like, where did I meet her? How did I meet her? Like, what? I would be so confused by that. I wouldn't immediately be like, I don't know who that is. Like, it's just it shows that you are a mean girl. If anything, you just showed your hand. You showed exactly who you are. You showed that you're a mean girl. Sorry, not sorry. Tanya says, I didn't see photos of either of them from this most recent BravoCon. Madison was there. Oh, or do you mean Jessel and Sai? I didn't see any photos of Sai at the event. But here are the tidbits, just really quickly to go through the highlights from BravoCon. We'll break down some of the tidbits that came out of, or at least the ones that were kind of important to me. And then we'll get into the Baldoni of it all, because there's a lot to dissect there. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills actually the first panel that I went to, which was the first panel, it was the Valley panel, and they gave us nothing. Like, I was actually disappointed in the Valley panel because I was like, give us some tea for the new season. We did get the new trailer for the Valley Persian style with Reza, MJ, and Gigi. It looks good. I might check it out. I mean, listen, I'll give it a try, right? It looked interesting. We also got a trailer for the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, which is going to feature Dolores Catania from Jersey. She's a friend of this season. We got the first several minutes of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I think I have both the Vanderpump Rules and the Beverly Hills screeners that I have to watch. But anyway, we got the first few minutes of the new episode of Beverly Hills. It actually looks like a really good premiere. What they showed us was really good. Rachel Zoe, definite highlight. The glam and the glitz and the way that they're shooting the show this season, like, just the opening looks incredible. Erica washing her car, Rachel Zoe walking up to Kathy Hilton's house, like, just so fucking good, because it brings back that glam to Beverly Hills. And then I guess the big thing from the premiere, which they kind of left us on a cliffhanger with, is the drama surrounding Sutton's most recent assistant, Avi, and her departure with Avi. Jeff Lewis got himself into a lot of drama. He pissed off Andy, but I mean, he announced that he's got a new show coming out. I think it's called Still Flipping Out. Seems like that's coming back to Bravo. He made some snide remarks about Dorit. And he also made a really offensive snide remark about Monica Garcia. And he made like some comment about, like, didn't Monica Garcia's food stamps get frozen or something like that? Obviously tone deaf and tactless. Funny, in my opinion, like, I like that, blue and black humor that kind of takes the dark humor that kind of takes those shots. When I say blue humor and black humor, those are commonly used terms, or I guess they're more older terms for dark humor. But yeah, the Monica Garcia food set. I mean, it was a low blow. It was a cheap shot. But I mean, and listen, I thought it was a little funny. But it is tactless. It is tone deaf. I get it. I get why people were upset about it. But that's Jeff Lewis, and I thought we were kind of out of that cancel culture era, but whatever. Teresa Giudice and Joe Gorga, they made up. They seem happy about it. They did press together. Melissa Gorga said she's really happy. They all feel like it's very genuine. A lot of people are speculating that it's probably because they know that the show can't move forward without the two of them making up. I think Bravo's going to give them some time, maybe 6 months plus before. I mean, maybe even longer. I think we may have some time, maybe even like 2 years, a year, maybe 2 years before they decide to pick up with Jersey again all over. I think they don't want to capture the reconciliation between Joe and Teresa, or them trying to work on their relationship. I think they want them to work on their relationship. And when enough time has gone by and they're like embedded into each other's lives again, then, there'll be an opportunity for the show to come back at some point. But I think that Jersey is going to be on ice for a minute. And I think it needs to be. I'm kind of okay with that. Like, let's give Jersey some time and some space. And then down the line, depending on who's still friends and when the audience really misses them and wants them back, I think we can bring Jersey back on air. But I definitely see Teresa and Melissa still being part of the Bravo family for years to come, even outside of being on Real Housewives of New Jersey. But it's nice. We didn't get any Jersey news. Apparently, the cast for Roni has been finalized. It's not going to be a hybrid cast. That was a rumor that was out there that Luann and Sonia and Carol, that they were going to come back and they were going to join the new girls of Roni. And he said that there's no hybrid cast, but he did say that there is a cast for Roni. It's been finalized. They're going to go into production soon. He announced that there's going to be a return of Ultimate Girls Trip. No news about the Morocco trip, but Ultimate Girls Trip will change and it'll be Ultimate Road Trip. And it's going to celebrate the 20 years of Housewives, which is interesting. I don't know. It might be interesting. I mean, it's also a good way to make up the loss for Morocco because those trips, I'm sure, were wildly expensive, flying everybody out to all these different luxury. Excuse me. Flying everybody out on these luxury vacations and trips. So I'm sure the road trip will be a lot cheaper and easier, but they're going to go from one housewife city to the next, and they're going to pick up a bunch of housewives, former and current. So we'll see. I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be fun. Vicky Gunvalson got surprised with an orange on stage, and it was announced that she'll be returning full-time for season 20 of Real Housewives of Orange County. So that show, I guess, is not going to be put on pause. I would imagine it gets, cameras back up again soon, but maybe a little bit of time. Vicky says she doesn't have a contract. Nothing's been negotiated yet, but she is expected to return full-time for season 20. Interestingly, Dr. Wendy Osefo was there. She was the one that was recently arrested for insurance fraud. She was there despite her recent arrest. I know everybody's innocent until proven guilty, but that's an interesting choice to have Wendy there, considering all the drama surrounding Wendy. So we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Storm says, call me an opportunist, but I'd like to see Teresa and Joe make up. Families last longer than fame. I'd like to see it too, but I like that they're doing it on their own. Whatever the reasons are, I like that they were able to, make up and focus on building their relationship again in a natural way. Everyone seems happy about it. They said that their kids are hanging out together. I think Melissa's sisters got to hang out with Gia, and that went really well. So I know Dolores was very clear about how she's I'm tired of you're back and forth. I'm tired of them making up and breaking up. I'm tired of it. I don't want it on my show anymore. If they're making up, then let it be good and let it stay good. So we'll see. We shall see where that goes. Okay, let's get into the Baldoni of it all, because there's a new article that came out. There's a new hot mic moment. And it kind of seems like it may have been a plant from Blake Lively's team. Hold on, give me 1 second. I need to text Georgie and let him know that I'm running. Okay. Running a few minutes behind. Okay. It says Justin Baldoni. Okay, so they're saying that Justin Baldoni made a joke about SH and saying that he said that after he uses the word sexy, he says, he made a joke saying, I missed the sexual harassment training. And then apparently it bothered Blake. And then you see him in the clip where it goes on to say, oh, well, my apologies. And then Blake responds to him, all good. So you can tell that they have a contentious relationship. This is the same clip that came out last week. I believe I played the full clip for you, but now people are analyzing it and slowing it down. And so I do have to give a shout out to Elsie, who's doing the Lord's work. And she confirmed that Justin Baldoni did in fact say, he did apologize. You can hear him apologizing. And he did say, I missed the sexual harassment. Elsie says you can't hear if it says training or what the exact word he used was. I'll play the clip for you and then you can determine it. But TMZ got the clip. They added subtitles based off of what they think they can hear. Elsie herself slowed it down and brought it down to 0.5, 0.75 speed. And she says that he does say it, but it's clear that he's saying it as a joke. And Blake says all good at the end of it. Here, let's play the clip and then we'll make our own decision on whether or not we think that this is incriminating for Baldoni or not.
Toothpick, please. Viv, do you have a toothpick?
Yeah, right here.
Thank you. Ready, everyone. High energy. Have fun. That's the most important thing. Everybody, you're in a bar. Have fun, right?
Okay, so that was the clip that TMZ shared. I mean, listen, they played over and over. Like I said, Elsie slowed it down, and she seems confident. Yes, this is her YouTube channel. She's Elsrich on ELSRICH. Elsrich. She's Elsrich on YouTube and on Instagram. Joy Joy says, "I'm sorry, I listened to that multiple times and could not hear it." Christina says she could not hear it either. Sukmanikar, you guys have some of the craziest names. Says, I did not hear what Elsie heard. I watched her video with Bosie and I could not hear what she heard. Brigitte says, we cannot hear them. Boozy says, why are they even speaking to each other? Why are they even speaking to each other? Well, they're filming a scene together. Baldoni says, I hear the apology. She says she hears the apology. Susie says, I can't hear it. Cat says, ex-patriarch first posted the Baldoni files on Reddit, that he had it first, then TMZ got it. Listen, TMZ is claiming that this is what he said. Elsie says she couldn't make out whether he said sexual harassment training or what he actually said. I don't know. I think he did say you can. I agree, Brigitte. The my apologies is very clear, and the Blake saying it's okay, that's very clear. But whatever comment he made, and it's hard because as you kind of watch the clip, like you can see that like there are people walking by. You hear other audio picked up. It's kind of caught from a distance, so it's kind of hard to really decipher what it is he actually says. And because there are people walking by in front of him, it's hard to read his lips either. So I don't know. I think he did say it based off of, I mean, Elsie slowed it down. TMZ also, I would imagine, put it, I mean, it's hard to trust TMZ these days, but I think he did say it. I think he meant it as like a joke, but then clearly like realized he was in the wrong company to make a joke like that. And I think that this information came from Blake Lively's camp. Like I said earlier about the Matt Rogers article with Daily Mail, I think Blake Lively's camp commented on background, or they gave their commentary off the record, which is how you can stay safe and how they can attribute it to you. I think that's why TMZ felt so confident running this story, is because they had someone close to it. This is a good point that Lori Jane in the live chat makes, is what if Lori says, I think Blake was mad because of the toothpick being yelled out. Yeah, that actually makes more sense considering Blake's fragile ego. What if, I mean, again, whether he said, so I guess I missed that training or not, we know that Blake Lively in her amended complaint did reference something about that, how he joked about missing sexual harassment training. I'm assuming her camp, this is my own conjecture, but I'm thinking her camp went to TMZ, gave them this information on background so that they don't have to be quoted or attributed directly. But TMZ felt confident because they're saying that that's what was actually said, and they have a source that was there on site that can confirm that, and that's how they were able to run with the story. But it seems like maybe she was, I think I agree with Lori Jane here, that I think Blake was more upset about the toothpick comment because that was embarrassing to be like, we need a toothpick because she has something in her teeth. You don't like sexually harass somebody and then reference that they have something in their teeth right after, right? Like, I don't know. And maybe that's why he was apologizing to her and why she was bothering. She's like, it's fine. Because he was like, sorry, I didn't mean to like call that out. And she was like, it's okay. It's all good, or whatever she said. But it's clear that you hear the toothpick piece, you hear him apologize, and you hear her say it's all good. But I do believe that this wording about him saying missing the sexual harassment training, I believe that likely came from Blake's camp, and maybe they slowed it down. Elsie seems pretty confident that they say it in that slower speed. So I don't know. She needs to put out a huge toothpick out of her butt. Boozy says, wait, this is from when they were filming together, past tense. Yeah, this isn't recent. This is when they were filming. Where do you think that this was from, Boozy? That recently they ran into a bar and he was just like, hey, sexy. And she was like, oh, this is like they're in character. They're on set. Boozy, where you been? Renee says, in the video, it looked like she was upset when he mentioned the toothpick. Yeah, now that we put it in that context, I wonder if that's what really bothered her. Sorry, guys. I'm still recovering. I think I really did get sick while in Vegas. I need to get some tea. I am going to tape the members only with Giorgio in just a sec, so stay tuned for that. But just crazy. Oh, crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, if you're listening on the podcast, maybe play it back because Elsie said to slow it down. So if you're listening, I think YouTube and Apple Podcasts, maybe Spotify, give you the opportunity to play it in the slower mode. Maybe replay it in slow-mo and see if you hear the same thing that Elsie heard. I'm sorry, guys. I need to get some tea. But I love you. I appreciate you. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And leave an Apple Podcast review. Members only episode with all the behind the scenes Vegas tea from BravoCon, New Kids concert, Housewives run-ins, running into Up and Adam, running into Josh, all that stuff. It'll be up there today. I need to get some tea to drink because I have to tape that right now. But I love you. I appreciate you. Weighing in the comments on whether or not you think this hot mic moment with Justin Baldoni is like real or wait, let's see, get some emergency. Yes, I do need to get some emergency. Let's see, the Avengers. Why are they going off? What are they going off about now? Oh, they're going off about something else not related to the Blake stuff. I was like, I have 44 unread messages that just came through while taping. Okay. All right, guys. Well, love you. Appreciate you. I will talk to you tomorrow. Check me out on Billy Bush. I will be on Billy Bush today at 2 p.m. Pacific. So be sure to catch Billy Bush. Hot Mags with Billy Bush. All right, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. I got to run. I need like water or I'm going to die. And Donna's on in 5 minutes. So be sure to go watch Daily Dose Donna. All right. Love you. Appreciate you. Talk to you later. Bye.